Howdy, I'm KAMU student content producer Hannah Morris. I recently set out to ask my fellow Aggies how they're feeling leading up to the presidential election. First, I asked them,
do you plan on voting?
I do, yes.
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 I don't think so.
Yes.
Many students plan on voting, but walking up to the polling place can be an intimidating experience. I asked them, have you felt any nerves leading up to Election Day?
I think this will be the first time I have to mail a ballot in. So I think that's the only thing that's nervous, making me nervous. Last year I didn't know about that stuff, so I just assumed I would have to go back home to vote.
Another student says that doing your own research is something everyone should do before they go vote.
I do plan on kind of doing some research before and understanding the main points of both sides, whether I vote for one party or the other. I think it's good to be educated on both sides and just know who and what you're voting for.
But as college students with busy schedules, it's hard to find the time to research everything. This Aggie hopes to see more resources available to them during this election.
Just because I feel a lot of times we are stuck in our bubble with what we know, and so just knowing about other perspectives, even if we don't technically agree with them, is always important.
With an election as divided as this one, everyone has a different opinion. I also asked some students what issues are influencing their vote.
I think it's a lot where the economy's going, and it's where it's been going ever since the change in parties and all of that. And also just a lot of human rights situations and really where the political climate's been, not just in the US, but worldwide.
Some students are passionate about issues that many other Americans are concerned about.
Honestly, healthcare and women's rights have been a big one for me. So I think it affects not only me, but a lot of women in my life too.
Another student talked to me about an issue that is very personal to her.
Public schools in Texas, I think, is a really big issue. Not issue necessarily, but something that should be more focused on. I come from a family where my mom's a teacher, and, she has to go through all the changes in the public school districts.
And for some students, no matter the issue, they want to choose the candidate that best represents their values.
It's funny because I guess I don't really have issues in mind because I'm very left-leaning, so I'm just going to pick the candidate that's closest to me. There's just really no other option for me.
One of the students I got to speak with was Braden Kirk, a cadet at Texas A&M.
Honestly, with college, you don't really have enough time to check out all the different stuff. In my unit, we all got together and watched a few debates together.
From getting homework assignments turned in on time to trying to get to bed at a decent hour, time is always something college students never seem to have enough of. This is especially true during an election like this.
A lot of us are constantly busy. We're always talking. We're always doing stuff. Basically, the last thing on our minds is the election until we get into the box, and then we look at all these names and we just pick which one sounds the best.
The decision between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump seems to be all everyone is thinking about. So why don't we feel comfortable talking about it?
Overall, there's definitely tensions behind the elections. You can't talk to anybody about the election specifically the presidential election, without there being some heat because people have such differing opinions and we can't really see eye to eye on it for some reason. We'll see how this works. I think the Democratic and Republican Party will change a lot after this election based on who wins.
The students I interviewed are part of the newest generation of voters, and I hope you enjoyed hearing their perspectives. From KAMU, I'm Hannah Morris.